Hello, 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 everyone. It's Sevella Turner. How are you guys doing today? Happy Monday, happy Monday. So I haven't been on my page for a long time, so I thought I would come in here today and talk about one of our biggest innate things as humans is what, guys? Fear, right? Fear, rejection, okay? The ideal of being turned down, right? Told no, judged, disliked, criticized is paralyzing for us, right? For most of us, okay? So before I get into this, if you can let me know where you are tuning in from, I would appreciate it. That way I can circle back around and say hello to you a little bit later, okay? But yeah, fear is a huge thing for most of us, rejection, right? So, which can be a huge issue. Hey, Ray, how are you doing? Thanks so much for hopping on. Which can be a huge issue, okay? Considering building your business comes with a healthy dose of rejection, right? Earth comes from rejection. That's part of being a business owner, whether you are offline or online. It really doesn't matter. Rejection and being told no is part of it. So, if you're not used to that, you will get used to it. Don't take it personally, okay? All right. So I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that you won't ever be rejected. That's just BS, right? We are all going to be told no at some point or another. I definitely have with my offline business, and I definitely have with my online business. Again, it's part of owning a business. Any type of business in any niche, it does not matter, okay? In fact, I'm a little thirsty. In fact, I believe that your ability to learn to manage your emotions around rejection, guys, is the difference between success and failure, to be quite honest with you, in business. Okay, you have to learn how to not take it personally, okay? It's part of the business. And a lot of times, people will say no right now because of whatever their reasons are, but sometimes it's because they don't have the money right now, they don't have the time right now, they have a lot of things going on right now, and they just, can't say yes. So it's easier to say no. Does that make sense? It's just easier to say no and not deal with it. And a lot of times, once people start, especially online, once people start to see what you have to offer and some of your results, et cetera, they're going to reach back out to you. Okay, they will reach back out to you, and then that no may become a yes. So that's why not taking it personal, not getting frustrated, not feeling like, oh, forget it, I want to quit, because I keep being told no. Don't let that stop you on your journey, okay? So what can you do about it? What can you do about it? It's something to think about, right? So I'm going to give you a couple ideas on how you can strategically, if I can talk, change your mindset just a little bit, okay? So one of the things that you can do, guys, and I'm looking at my notes here, one of the things that you can do while you're trying to hit your 5 figures, right, or more, 5 figures or more, okay, is become really good at persuasion, okay? Become good at persuasion. So I don't want to say become good at sales, because I don't look at it as sales. I look at it as being persistent and persuading and discussing and sharing. Okay. So that's one of the things that you can do that will help you, especially if you are a beginner, right? If you're a beginner, you're starting out, you're not sure of what to do and how to do it. So just become good at what you do. Okay. The better you are at connecting, the less you will be rejected. Does that make sense? And when I say connecting, you are online. You're online. You're on what? What is this? What is this called? What are all the platforms called? Social media. So you probably should be a little bit more sociable, business-wise, okay? Business-wise, right? So that's one way. That's another way, okay? And then the better you are at identifying your ideal client, because everyone is not your ideal client. They're not, okay? But the better you get at that and building your relationship, the less you're going to be rejected. Okay? Because think about it. If you are in, like I'm in a direct mail niche, I'm not looking to connect with a beauty consultant, let's say. Okay? Does that make sense? Or someone who has a bakery, let's say. Or a seamstress. Does that make sense? Just because our niches are quite different. So that they would not be my primary people that I'm looking to connect with. So connecting and building that client relationship is very important. And you have to make sure you get your ideal client or connect with your ideal client. Okay? All right. So another thing would be to ask questions. Don't forget to ask questions. Okay? Ask people questions. They're going to ask you questions. And that's how you're going to find out if they are a good fit with you or not. Okay? Which means if they're a good fit, then they're the ideal client. Does that make sense? So that's something you may want to think about as well. And then learning how to pitch your services or your product. Very important. Learning how to pitch your services or product. And when I say pitch, when I use the word pitch, have you ever heard of the elevator speech? That's pitching, right? Have you ever been on an interview, right? That's pitching, right? You're sharing information. You're giving someone information, the information that they require to make a confirmed decision. Does that make sense? So that's pitching. So you want to learn how to get very good at doing that, okay? And then you're going to be, you won't get as many rejections. Hey there, Saheed, how are you doing? You will not get as many rejections. Now, you're still going to get your rejections, but just not as many because you're going to be able to connect with the right people, which is going to be your ideal client. You're going to be building relationships with the right people, right? You're going to ask all these questions that you need to ask these people as you connect with them, and you're going to learn how to share or pitch your services the proper way. Does that make sense? So I hope this has helped. Okay, I just wanted to come on today unannounced. Hey there, Mr. Young, how are you? Unannounced, and you're from Guana. Wow, how's the weather there? I wanted to come in today and just be unannounced, not put up something saying I'm going to do a live or anything. Just pop up and say hello to everybody and just give you a couple little tips on us as humans being rejected, because we all have been there at one time or another, right? All right, guys. So thank you so much for hopping on. I really appreciate it. And if you have questions or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me. I don't mind answering questions at all. And I also ask questions, right? I am in Colorado because I asked you where you're from. I'm letting you know where I'm from. I am in Colorado, and no, it has not started snowing down where I am. Is it getting ready to snow? Absolutely. Is it cold? Absolutely. You know, it is really cold. 50 degrees to me is cold. Okay, so it is cold, and it will be snowing in the mountains probably today or tomorrow. So it always starts in the mountains first. So anyhow, thanks so much for hopping on, and I will see you in the next video.